Hello, I am IceBeast and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe. One thing I should have mentioned on the last episode, but I forgot, is that all the music that I use is of course third party. It's not from the game. I edit the music in. It's because I got copyright claims on previous videos based on the music in the game. I haven't really felt like going through the effort of figuring out what the hell's going on there, so I decided just to do it this way. I think that works fine. Please don't be upset if you're upset about that. But that's what we're doing. You can find all the information about the music used, of course, in the description for every episode. There will be brief gaps because I can't get quite enough music to cover the entire... I mean, I could, but I kind of like having a little bit of silence where you can enjoy the sultry tones of my voice. Of course, if you're watching this, I always, of course, encourage you to check out any of my other series. My Stellaris series, I'm really enjoying that game. I just finished Battlefleet Gothic, this is taking over that time slot, and that was just an absolutely thrill of a game to play. So yeah, I encourage people to check out both of those. Where's the colony ship? No, come here. No, move to right here. Jesus Christ, you don't do what I tell you. So we know where their base is. We also know of a potentially habitable planet. Ungnar. The Ungnari are there. Too far away from any of my existing colonies to do anything about it. And then we also have this volcanic planet. And then somewhere there's another planet. My ability to spot these planets right now has been pretty ridiculously unimpressive. Oh, beam weapons have been completed. Do I want to go for the Maxos blasters? Actually, let's grab the interceptors. Then we'll grab the energy torpedoes, and then we'll get the torpedo bombers. They've balanced the game so that torpedo bombers and missile bombers are effectively equivalent. Missile bombers have slightly longer range. Torpedo bombers do slightly more damage at slightly shorter range, I believe is my understanding of how that works. So yeah, I think that's fine. I think everybody can accept that as a world that's really cool that we have Ravenous Cauldron available to us because it will allow us to get this huge scenery bonus. When do we get resort designs? We have a resort-based design, so why can't I send anybody to do... Oh, I can. All right. So we're going to send somebody to build a resort base here. It's slightly at the range of our shit, but that's okay. Are you going off somewhere again? Why are you going off somewhere again? So we're gonna move to colonize this planet. We have a fleet on its way to take care of this. I don't give a shit about your shit. Still hoping to find something else to colonize. We have completed a breakthrough on economics that will give us a slight increase in income, which is good. Third fleet. So you can double click on a fleet to go directly to it. Of course, this fleet's in warp, so this is a sort of hilarious thing. So now we're using our crappy weapons to take care of the space slug, and we did, and now we can go repair and refuel. We need to give these ships more engine power, I think, at some point. Awesome. So we colonized the planet. Got 25 million people here. They're not too happy with us. First thing we need to do is get a mercenary smuggling mission, basically for all resources, which will make everybody happier here. And you can see our first trade line. And that's basically our first colony, which is pretty sweet. Fortunately, there's nothing else to colonize. I really wish, like I said, I know I've complained about this, but that I could... There was an easy way to see potentially colonizable planets regardless of the tech that I have. That's a crappy volcanic moon. And there's a lot of really crappy planets around here, and I don't think that should be understated. But I'd like to know if I came to this expander, I could say, all right, this planet at... this planet that I can't colonize, what could I possibly get here? Now, this is one way to do this. There is a desert planet. Oh, that's Hiigaran. I'm a fucking idiot. So, I mean, this is what we see right now based on our resource locations. So this is one way to accomplish this. I just think it's kind of a dumb way, and I don't even see that like continental planet that I saw before. This is another way to do it. I do see this continental planet that's on the edge of known space. See a volcanic planet. I see some ocean planets. There's one continent. So let's look at type here. Most planets are barren rock. There is a crappy desert planet in the Sakarya system and a crappy desert moon. But we have a series of continental planets, so that's good to know. And then we've got some ice stuff. Most of these ice suck, and we actually have a big negative towards ice. I got some volcanic, and I believe we have a marshy swamp planet, but I believe there's a marshy swamp planet in our star system, or was that in my previous game that failed right away and I'm just completely misremembering, which could be the case. But I thought, no, there is a marshy swamp planet right here. It's an 81% marshy swamp planet. See, we don't even see that. I do have marshy swamp planet selected to be, let's get that next as well. Because we really need to expand. The faster you get sort of your initial colonization expansion, the stronger you're going to be later in the game. For the most part. That's not 100% true. But for the most part. It's been a long time since I played this game, and I'm really enjoying playing it again, actually. How much would it cost me to crash research this? 48,000 credits. We only have 273,000. Actually, that's probably a worthwhile endeavor, so let's do that. So crash research means that you research the thing 3 times as fast, which is pretty good. We're making 51,000 credits a unit. I would say a year, but I don't think that's... I've never quite figured out these numbers. I just know that plus is good and minus is bad. Plus is bigger is better, minus bigger is bad. I know these ships all look like they're going really slow, but that's because we have really crappy warp drives right now. In fact, getting all the way up to the enhanced Girgax would be probably worthwhile. Yeah, I think what I want to do is get fast. So I think what I want to do is get enhanced Girgax drive and then get fast mining. Fast mining is really going to enhance gas injection. Both of those are really good technologies that help out your economy pretty early on in the game. What did you build here? What are you building here? You're building a mining station. What kind of mining station? What do we have on this planet? We have Emerald crystals and Aculon. You're building a mining station for Aculon? Alright, so we got a new ambassador. That's fine. Though it would be nicer to have a intelligence agent, but I'll take what I can get. What I should be looking at now, considering our expansion planner, is to show research targets by my empire priority, and what we're going to look for is Kazlon at the moment. So where is this? This one is our next. So it's these 3 planets. Let's look at Pindari here. Go to research location, Pindari. So there's a ton of Kazlon here, and we have a gas mining station already here. Bundamir, Pundari, and Radomir, right? Isn't that what we just heard? So now we should be able to colonize some shit, which we can. Oh, this sucks. They reverted their shit. All right, so let's look at our potential colony locations. We can now colonize. So the one we should colonize right away is actually this one, because of its resources. Even though normally I would say this one because of its potential for growth. It has a higher growth potential. That other one's going to give us more resources earlier, and that is, I think, a far more important thing to do. So we're going to get a colony ship built. We can actually see our colony ship getting built. It's right here, and that's a medium freighter. There's our colony ship. It's called the Moon Luanalit. And it's getting built. It's 55 unbuilt components, and they're slowly getting built for glory. Now, obviously there's going to be other aliens around here somewhere, and we're going to have to deal with those bitches. And hopefully one day we're going to have a Doomstar. Doomstar. That's what we're going to call it, too. I mean, straight out of Masters of Orion, we're going to call it a Doomstar. And use it to blow planets up. We got Death Stars. We got Death Stars. We're going to blow your planet up. Do you know that we got it? I wonder how many different videos I have sung parts of that song in. Has to be a lot. Has to be a lot. Are we on big size? Yeah, we're on big size. I like big size. Just making sure. The early game is pretty slow. I apologize for that. There's not a whole lot I can do to make it less slow. But, so you're coming here. Right. I do have a thing queued up, right? Oh, we're saving the game for autosave. Which is good because I totally forgot to save it after the last episode, which is really dumb of me. Someone's got that queued. They just got to go do it. Alright, where are we building this? What are we colonizing it? Is this moon that we're colonizing? Where's the continental moon? This moon? Is this the one we're colonizing? Yes, this is the moon we're colonizing. So we're going to take the first fleet and send it here. First fleet, come here. Just in case there's anything chilling there that we want to kill. Eventually we're going to want to build a lot more military ships, but for now it's not an important thing. We have no pirates, we have no enemies nearby. It's really easy to increase our military. At least in previous expansions, it's really easy to increase our military, our previous mods and everything. So I'm assuming, I don't know why I said assuming. I'm assuming that's the same. Here, we actually can start reaching these stars, which is good, because that gives us access to this while completely cutting off whoever might be spawning here into our sort of area. We did just discover the Solist system, which is where I had spawned in the previous game. What can I colonize in the Solist system? There is a quality, very good continental planet here. I like how there's a retrograde barren rock planet. Just chilling to see what else is in here. Expanding to the Solist system is actually probably worthwhile relatively quickly. Oh, and there's a desert moon here too. But yeah, expanding to the solar system relatively early is probably worthwhile. Again, that just gives us more coverage of our own area. Is this the colony ship? It is. All right, sweet. So what we're going to do is we're going to immediately build a colony ship to colonize Solus 3, even though Solus 4 looks exactly like Solus 3. Although this isn't the greatest planet in terms of resources, like the one we're going for, it is really good in terms of territory. That's always something to consider. It's always worthwhile to consider territory. We do start in a relatively central location, which is kind of nice. We can decide if we want to expand through conquest and become sort of the northern lords, which we might want to do, or we might want to expand out and become like the northeastern lords. You generally don't want to be the central lords right away, just because it usually puts you in a bad spot, and we're kind of central, which is why we want to expand in one direction, sort of eliminate potential threats before they become real threats. What is thy bidding, my master? It's a disaster. Skywalker, we're after. So here's my little fleet, just chilling in orbit around this planet. This guy is gas mining, it looks like. So we're gonna get necrostone, we're gonna get some ale, we're gonna get some furs, we're gonna get gold, and we're gonna get carbon fiber. That's all good. Making no bonus income right now, which sucks. Oh, you built it. Sweet. If you build it, they will come. So this is a, or he's going to build it. He is building it now. He's building me a resort base. Resort bases are freaking awesome. They give you income because people want to go see the things that you get. So we built it next to this black hole that they can go see the things. Colony ship has arrived, so we're about to get this colony built. Lunalit. So there is Lunalit. Lunalit has been colonized. This should give us happiness by giving all these resources, which is the main reason that I have done what I have done. Now let's refuel the fleet. Probably going to go up to Pindare, I'm guessing. No, they're refueling directly at Lunalit. Interesting. Go the fuck away. No one gives a shit. So now we're going to send the fleet to the Solus system. Help our overall expansion there, and then eventually we'll get these other places colonized as well. But you can see how our influence has burdened out a little bit. This is all important. We now have many more systems covered by our new influence. This, by the way, is where the rebel fleet mustered here. Although I believe that was spelled with a U. I believe that was Solust, not Solust. Whatever, we have Andromeda. That's hilarious. I never noticed that before. Most of the names are reused. I don't know if the mod has changed the names. Now we just got these fighters completed. So what I really want to do, and we got this colonization ship complete. But what I really want to do, which means I should build the next colony ship. I know I keep saying things before doing them. So yeah, we're gonna colonize Urbana-Champaign right here. But what I really want to do while we have the opportunity is come into here and now look at our medium spaceport, manually upgrade the design. So we have a fighter hangar bay now, which actually does have fighter firepower. All right, cool. So we have 20 fighters. I don't know if I can actually specifically specify what gets built, but we're getting lots of fighters. Sign mercenaries, manage fighter bombers. Here we go. Interesting. So now if I came to my this spaceport, I went to weapons. Docking base, troops. Curious what I would be able to get here. I mean, it's on automated right now, but I'd be curious to see what I would actually get if I did this correctly. Like how you manage that and how well you manage it. We're gonna want to come crush these pirates at some point, but we're not quite ready to do that. We'll need bigger, better ships, and we'll need bigger, better tech. Come on down, my fleet, my first fleet. I thought the game was crashing for a second. Every now and then the game kind of stutters a little bit and it terrifies me. So we got free crash research on marshy swamp planets. That's pretty good as well. Chardiba. Iswin. It's good that we're colonizing continental planets first, by the way, because of oh, looks like we're moving to engage separate dudes. Oh, look, you have fighters now. That's good. Looks like all my ships are going to be carrying some number of fighters. So that's cool. We're about to get marshy swamp colonization, which will show us what we could possibly colonize in the marshy swamp area. Let's get back here real quick. We're gonna want to get probably up to psychomathematics, which is just a hilarious name for anything. We're gonna want to bring this fleet down this way. So is this huge because it gives me even more fuel? I'm guessing that's the case why that became huge. We got here, you're exploring. Okay. This is the colony ship. Yep. All right, sweet. Psychomathematics. And then this got built. It did. It has fighters. Doesn't really tell me how much income it makes, although I can probably look at it here. Income. Colony tax revenue. Private income. Ships and bases, resort bases. It's costing me 1K in maintenance. It's not telling me how much money it's bringing in. That's fine. So that's all fine. We got a monarchy, by the way, if you're wondering. Monarchy's pretty good government form. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. So it looks like Marshy Swamp only gave me this one system. That's too bad. Or maybe this one too in Marubi. What planet can we colonize in Marubi? We're gonna pause the game and end it here. I'm just curious what I can colonize in Marubi. It's an ocean planet. And I guess the best way to do that is to look at the expansion planner. There's another marshy swamp planet in Marubi that we could colonize. All right, cool. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to continue with our initial expansion and growth, and then once we get that down, we'll be moving on to probably some conquest and war once the opportunity arises. But until then, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.